Welcome back. Happy to have Dylan with Jayne Esthetics in studio. And we're going to talk about eyebrows today. And if someone were to come in to you and say, hey, my eyebrows need some help, well, what do you tell them?
Yeah, so I always start with doing a consultation with all of my clients. So everybody's different, everybody's brows are different. So my most popular service is an eyebrow lamination. So the pictures that I had sent in today for us to look at, kind of talk about, those are all my brow makeovers.
Yeah, let's take the first photo there.
Yeah. So this client came in and she wanted to see a little bit more of her shape in her brows. So what that lamination does is it straightens out the brows and gives it almost a lift so you can see a little bit more of that arch. And then we went in and did some tinting to kind of give them a fuller, more filled in look. And then it cleaned her up with a wax.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
that looks so cool.
It almost looks like microblading, but it's not. So what's the biggest difference between the two?
So the difference between microblading and brow laminations is the microblading is actually cutting the skin and then placing ink into those little slits, creating hair-like strokes. And the lamination is just a solution that's applied onto the skin to straighten and lift the brows. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go to the second photo.
So this one, she already had a lot of brow hair. She wanted more of the straightened effect. She really liked the really laminated standing upward brow. And then same thing as the last. We really just went in and shaped it up with some tinting to kind of give that fuller look so she didn't have to fill in every day, and then cleaned it up with the wax to see that shape.
And how long does that process take?
To get it done, usually about 45 minutes. Yeah, the whole treatment itself lasts about 6 to 8 weeks. The tint varies client to client, whether you have more oily skin, how often you're washing your face, and what you're washing your face with.
And let's go on to the next one.
Okay, this one's my favorite because she came in almost kind of just not believing that her brows could look full and kind of didn't trust the process, but that's why I loved this one. She has a lot of blonde hairs, so I think I was really able to shock her with pulling up a lot of those hairs. With standing them up, you can see, I mean, it gave it that fuller, more structured look. And then in the areas that does not have a lot of hair, kind of by her arch, I went in with tint kind of to compensate for those areas to kind of make that shape come to life.
Now, how do you know what shape to do? Is it based on the face shape or?
Yeah, so face shape, I kind of just go off of when you lift the brow up, you can almost see the natural shape. So I really just go in and enhance that. A lot of time I freehand just kind of where my eyes see the shape, I go with that.
And as far as maintenance goes, what do people do in the meantime between treatments?
So in the meantime, the tint really helps with the maintenance because it lasts about up to 4 weeks for that tint. So if you don't want to fill them in, you don't have to. If they want to go in with a brow gel to kind of stand them up or place them where they want them to stay. The great thing about the brow lamination, wherever you brush them, they're going to stay. But a lot of people like that assurance of going in with a brow gel, and you can definitely go in with an eye pencil. My favorites are the Benefit My Brow pencils, but there's also many cheaper options as well to that.
Yeah, there are so many options when it comes to fillers.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So is there one more picture as well? I believe there is. Yes, there is.
Yes. So this one, she already had a really great structure in her brow. It was really just going in to get that full effect like the others. She really likes the kind of dramatic, having her eyes stand out. So with that color we chose, it kind of brings out the blue in her eyes. Yeah, it just really kind of brushes it through and kind of just separates those hairs. Because in her brow, all of her hair is straight, but it only goes one way. So going in with that lamination really stands them up and gives kind of that thicker, fuller effect.
That is so cool.
Yeah, maybe nice for people to have sort of an idea of what they're looking for in mind. So they bring you a picture maybe? Or?
And sometimes a lot of my clients are great and they just say, do what you do. We trust you. We see your work. So a lot of times I just get to play and kind of just do what I think will fit their face best.
And where can people find you?
They can find me at the Vita Salon Suites off of Madison Avenue. I'm in Suite 138.
Also on?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. I have a Square link that is linked to all of those social media platforms that everybody can go on and easily book.
All right, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll have more when we come back on Keto Living.